back inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road. Don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Second and 9 now from the 21. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Conner looking for space. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Murray again. This is Connor.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
They run behind center with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, a run with counter. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Connor up the middle, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next to score, Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give them a 1st down.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 36 yards on the play.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Drop 50, drop 50.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9. Here's Murray.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On the handoff, Connor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Murray and company going for it on fourth. He'll buy some time.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The Seahawks at 9-3 here on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Half the 60, half the 60.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Cut back team, cut back team. Back to 60.
He'll look to throw.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Back to throw here.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 51 yards. First down, Arizona.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Ready.
Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be
touchdown. Will Dissly. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now it's Connor.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
This is Connor. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Murray on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat,
and he'll be brought down at the 27.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Check pass. Check pass. Bring it. Pat the street. Pat the street.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray again. This is Connor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Connor.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. On the run is Connor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries, not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Connor, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They run behind center with Connor. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot on the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now. And now here's another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Right after the break down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball